I loved Lego when I was young. In fact, I think I would probably still love Lego now, given the chance. And it seems like this sentiment is pretty universal, which means that it's no surprise that the Lego Movie did as well as it did with both children and adults when it was released in 2014. But even before it was released, it was announced that Batman, who featured heavily in the film, would get his own spin-off. And now that time is here. And I walked into the cinema pretty sceptical. I mean, the trailers had all looked great and fun and all, but we know how often films' trailers can make them look like something that they're just not. And, although I had immensely enjoyed the character as part of an ensemble cast in the Lego Movie, I wasn't sure how he would be able to fill an entire movie's worth of space just by himself. But for the most part, my fears were unfounded. The Lego Batman Movie is an absolute treat, sticking to the same bright, bold, absurdist tone that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller established with the Lego Movie, and adding its own veneer of darkness and bat symbols. It's unafraid to poke fun at its absolute mountain of a back catalogue, and Batman himself, while going on an emotional journey that is basically copy-pasted out of 2008's Iron Man, is beautifully characterised. There's actually a video by Philip Molina which explains why he thinks this Batman is the most true-to-source material one that we've ever seen on the big screen, which you should probably check out. What I enjoyed most about the movie was how it felt part of the same universe as the Lego Movie and cherry-picked some of the best parts of that film, but also remained its own standalone thing. The tone and feel of this film are so similar to its predecessor, to the point where you get the feeling that Batman helped save the day in Bricksburg, travel back to Gotham, and then just landed in the events of this film. But there's no mention of the previous film, which is as it should be. Too often when films exist in the same cinematic universe, they spend so much time looking at previous events and foreshadowing future ones. I'm looking at you, Marvel. That the actual film you're watching gets pushed to the side. It's too childlike for such complicated things, but in the best way. The Lego Movie felt like an adventure that a child would send all their Lego toys on, while the Lego Batman Movie feels like that same child got a bunch of Lego Batman sets for Christmas, made them all, and then played for them for 12 hours straight while the turkey got cold on the table. However, simplicity is not always a good thing. The story is cookie-cutter superhero stuff, and it suffers the same problems as so many others in the genre of a lethargic third act and a generic climactic battle. And the point at which the film tries to connect the audience to Batman's friends is exactly the point where the audience just kind of feels like they've had enough of Batman's friends. The Caped Crusader is the star of the show, for sure, but it would have been nice to see the side characters utilised as something more than plot points for emotional revelations and targets for jokes. Luckily, none of that is enough to lessen your enjoyment or pull you out of the film. If you enjoyed the Lego Movie, you'll love this film. If you didn't see the Lego Movie, go out, buy it, watch it, and then go to the cinema and see the Lego Batman Movie. And then go out and buy lots of Lego Batman merchandise. This film was not sponsored by Lego. Should you take your kids to see the Lego Batman Movie? Yes. Should you go see the Lego Batman Movie if you don't have kids? Yes. Should you leave your kids home alone and go see the Lego Batman Movie? No, we've talked about this. Come on, be responsible. Jeez.